I would like to summarize and show you in nutshell what is the effect on P&L about the adjustment entries which we are doing. Adjustment entries, the additional information which is given to us below the trial balance, from that we pass adjustment entries. So whenever there is expenses, just remember, for P&L I am showing this to you, add outstanding expenses less prepaid expenses and bring the result in the outer column of your P&L. This is relating to your expense. About the income, what do you add? Add accrued income and less received in advance add accrued income less received in advance and get the final result in the outer column of the P&L. Now talking about balance sheet, outstanding expenses, see, I'll write here balance sheet. These adjustments have to be done only by the amount of outstanding and prepaid, amount of accrued and received in advance. Never do it by total. Okay. Outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses are the expenses which are due but not paid yet. So it has to be always our liability. This is the treatment in your balance sheet. And what about the next, prepaid expenses? Prepaid expenses will always be our assets. They were not due but we still paid it in the current financial year. So they will always be our assets. Now what about the accrued income? Accrued income is always my asset. Why? It is always your asset? Because I have earned it this year but still I have not received it. I should have received it, so I'll receive it in later years, so, or later coming months. So accrued income is always my asset. So what about received in advance? Obviously the vice versa of this, received in advance, I have not worked for it but still I am receiving a sum for it in advance. Then in the next coming year I will work and then I will also not receive because I have already received in advance. So received in advance is my liability. So this is in nutshell the very 4 important adjustment entries. You are going to get either 1 or 2, minimum 1 or 2 of this in your financial statement. So clear your concept. Keep watching these 4 adjustment entries. Don't mug anything, because as you practice questions, it will come to you automatically.